Hello.
Another fantastically interesting week where we watch humanity act out and do all sorts of strange things that leaves us wondering, what are we doing here, little human beings, and why are we doing the things we're doing? Because, it's going to take cooperation if we're going to evolve and be our most brilliant selves. And you look about and you think, there seems to be an overwhelming amount of competition, I would say. It's not cooperation, is it? It's a sort of, there's like a drive to kind of go, I'm right, you're wrong, and I can do it, I'm going to win, and you're going to lose, and things like that. And it's just not, it's not groovy. It's not cool. And we really have to have a change of a mindset, and I'm not sure how quite that's going to happen. It's going to take something special for us to get out of that loop and realize that we are in this together. We really are. We're all the same. It's made of the same stuff, the same stardust stuff, and we need to join forces. I think when there's a world war, we're quite good, aren't we? We're quite, you kind of come together. Everything else goes by the way. There's just this one thing. Not that I'm proposing that's a good idea.
You mean like the Independence Day thing? Aliens came down, humanity came together.
Yes.
That kind of situation.
That Hollywood movie.
You think it might take a kind of...
it might take aliens coming.
Will Smith kind of moment.
Yeah.
To bring everybody together.
I don't know. But most of us are,
Don't you think
are reasonable, I think. But actually, I think the truth of the matter is that the flames of unrest are definitely being fanned by media, generally.
Okay, that's interesting.
Do you think?
I think it's definitely true, and I think the question is maybe why are they doing that? To keep us divided, rather than connected.
I'm not sure it's even that's. I'm not sure it's that's directed. I think it's gossip, isn't it? Everybody likes a bit of gossip. Where's the rub? I was thinking that perhaps we all have an inclination towards adversity. Not that anybody invites it in, but actually we're all right with it. We're all right with it, adversity. I mean, historically, ancestrally, we've had to, fight tigers and stuff.
You mean like it's programmed into us?
It's programmed.
On some level.
On some level, it makes us feel like we're alive. Like, I've got something to battle against. This is, I'm up against it. Or there's an inclination towards disagreeing with somebody so vehemently that you fall out with them. And the debate becomes loaded, so loaded, it becomes weaponized.
Isn't that ego at work there? If you agree with someone so vehemently that you fall out or don't talk again or cancel each other, that seems to me like there's a bit of ego at play there, because you should be able to disagree fundamentally but still have respect and not have to silence each other into oblivion so that you never have to hear that person's opinion again. That's just not the way the world works.
Perhaps it's a lack of self-esteem because you're unable to just calmly have an opinion and listen to someone else's opinion and just say, I'm all right with that. I'm all right that you don't agree.
It takes quite a lot of evolved being, though, to say I'm okay that you don't agree with me. I'm okay that I don't need to fight to be heard. I don't have to convince you of my way. It's just okay that there's two differences of opinions and we don't agree. That takes someone to be quite evolved to not carry on putting their point across or fight, don't you think?
Yeah, but where does the fight? Where does the need for the fight? I mean, sometimes there is adversity and sometimes you've got to fight, haven't you? And certainly people are going through that. And but I just wonder, when it's not your adversity and you're very passionate about it, I just wonder if there's something in, actually maybe in our privilege, that we're not out toiling the land from dusk till dawn, and we're not at war, and most of us have roof and food. I just wonder whether we're a bit bored and whether we sort of are seeking out the rub to make us feel a little bit more alive, engaged, like our life has more meaning, or it might be subliminal, but I just wonder if there's anything...
Isn't that what virtual signaling is? Is that what virtue signalling is?
Ah.
I think that's what that is. Yeah.
Okay.
Possibly when someone in privilege is doing that. Not that you shouldn't do it, because I think a privileged voice is obviously fighting for something.
But there's a tone, isn't there? You can have an opinion and be constructive and move towards solution. Mind you, you can also then be met with chaos.
I think the whole area of protest is quite interesting, because I think sometimes like anger has an energy which is useful, and sometimes anger has an energy which isn't useful. But I'm not sure that you could say, hey, protest just peacefully, please. Sometimes anger can be a useful thing. But I think that what you're really talking about...
I think anger's a useful thing if you're being attacked. Right here, right now.
Yeah, well, people feel that they're being attacked for years, so that's why that comes up.
Well, that's historical.
Well, I think what you're talking about is that there's more that connects us than divides us, if you actually look at it. And that's difficult to see that, I think, sometimes. I think you're right, the media are fanning the flames of division all the time, whether it be Brexit or race or gender or going to the beach or not going to the beach, believing in COVID-19 completely or not believing in it, having been scared or not scared, wearing a mask or not wearing a mask. It's like every day there's some kind of...
But the result is we're all left feeling a little bit on the back foot and a bit confused, which is perfect for controlling people.
Ooh, careful. That was the thing you just said. Rewind that and listen to that again.
Did I say that?
Well, it's easier to rule people that are divided than it is when they're all at one and in their power and connected.
Yeah. Let's all be at one and in our power, shall we?
One power.
For the good of all. Otherwise, if we continue on this path, we're just going to be self-terminating, and it's not going to go well. It's not going to go well. It's going to be more of this. I think we can have something else. I think we can do better.
I think you're asking quite a lot of humanity. But I think one power to connected is the way. But you need leaders to connect people back to humanity and sense, and to not be divided. And I think there's some really great leaders or people talking about things, but they're not mainstream. They're like alternative or left field speakers. There doesn't seem to be a great wealth of mainstream speakers that I can think of that aren't stars or celebrities or poets or writers who probably will be ignored at large by people because they're not in government or something. But I think, there needs to be some solid leadership to unite people. One power, I like that.
Yeah. Shall we go now?
Love.
Love.
One power.